Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen and today is some fun gingerbread and bakery DIYs. For this DIY, I'll be using a couple of these fake books. I found these at Dollar Tree, and obviously they are in the Halloween section, but what's cool about these is that they actually look like books. They don't open or anything, but you can turn them into whatever you choose to. It doesn't have to be Halloween. So I decided to go ahead and paint one in the color Crimson, and that is by a Waverly chalk paint, of course. I use that all the time. And now I'm just doing a coat of white on this one, and then I decided to end up painting over the top of it. I thought white would look good, but I don't know, I had a different idea. So I'm using this hazelnut color. This is also by Waverly, and I did have to water this down just a little bit, so it kind of looks a little bit thick, and then I had to water it down here and there. It's kind of getting old, so I definitely used up the rest of it in this video. So once that was done, I decided to go in with my Cricut. And I do have some Cricut beginner tutorials. I can link down below if anyone wants them, or I can send them to you. But I just go to Cricut Design Space, go to images, and I'll type in whatever I am looking for. So like for this one, I typed in, you know what? No, this one is not from Cricut Design Space. This is from the website Creative Fabrica. They have some really great SVGs, and it's only $5 a month to use, which is also really great, and it's cheaper than Design Space from Cricut. And then I just added a couple little gingerbreads from Hobby Lobby. This one, I decided to go ahead and add another Cricut decal, and this one is from Cricut Design Space, but I just go to images, type in whatever I'm looking for, like I said. I think this one I just typed in gingerbread bakery, and just a ton of different fun ones come up. And then, of course, I have to add the puffy paint. The puffy paint is my favorite thing to use. The next few videos will probably have some sort of puffy paint into it, but that's all I did for this. And these are what these little faux books look like. I think they are the cutest little things ever. I think this year I have a large hutch. I want to do my whole entire hutch in gingerbreads. So let me know if that's like a video you guys want to see, or even like a YouTube short or something like that. I want to do something, but I don't know if anybody really cares about a gingerbread decorating hutch video. Anyways, let me know in the comments below. This next one, I actually got these little wood spoons in a 3-pack. These were from Family Dollar, and it was 3 for $1. So that's even a better price than Dollar Tree or even Dollar General. Dollar General does sell them. They're a little bit larger, and they're $1 a piece, which is still cheaper than Dollar Tree. So wherever I can find a good deal, that is where I will pick up my items. So Family Dollar, it's kind of the same as Dollar Tree. I see Dollar Trees and Family Dollars are kind of like combined these days. But anyways, 3 for $1, not bad. I'm using that hazelnut color. Was it hazelnut? I don't know. I don't even have the little paint thing anymore. And then we're just using white and that crimson color, all by Waverly. I just prefer chalk paint. It just seems to go on better. Then I don't have to do a ton of coats. Puffy paint for the win. This puffy paint I actually grabbed from Dollar Tree. I grabbed this red one, a couple white ones. I did grab a black one I haven't used yet, and the green one. And I just tapped the bottoms of everything to make like a fun drip, and I don't think you can really go wrong. Some of them are a little bit sloppier, and yes, that's my cat. We adopted another cat. So now we have 3 cats. We have a little black cat. He came on Friday the 13th, and he is obviously here to stay. He's a little black cat. We named him Lucky because he's had quite an adventure so far. Anyways, dripping and then adding some faux sprinkles. Those sprinkles are from Amazon. I've heard they are cheaper on Temu, but honestly, like when I want to craft, I want my items soon, and Amazon Prime has been a lifesaver these days. And then just to finish this off, I wanted to add a little gingerbread face to at least one of them. I did a video or a craft similar to these back when we did Christmas in July. And I just thought these are really fun, and I kind of just wanted to make some more. So that is what I did here. But this one, it turned out so cute. And then I just decided to go ahead and add some bows to these just to finish them off. They're cute as is for sure. I don't know if I want to lay these down or if I want to stick them in a jar. Let me know what you guys would do with them. DIY, I am using these Dollar Tree signs. These were some sort of fall drink pumpkin spice latte, but I knew that I wanted to grab them so I could use them for Christmas time. I knew exactly what I wanted to do with them, and now I'm finally using them. I decided to paint this one all white, and now I am using a napkin. I like this one because it looks like a little candy cane, and you can find this one at Dollar General, like their party section, all year long, and it's only $1 for these napkins. Granted, it is only one-sided, so their sides are all white, but I didn't need a ton of this. And then I just put this along the bottom so it looks like a little candy cane mug. And for this one, I decided to just go ahead and use this crimson color. I am really liking the reds lately. There's just been a lot of red painting going on, and I'm not mad about it. I think the stuff is like fun and cheery, and I love everything about it. It kind of gets out of like that seasonal funk that we all, I guess, sometimes have when it starts getting cold. So at least when it starts getting cold, my house is going to look so cute. So I won't mind that at all. I decided to use that napkin for the straw on this one because there was no hiding that straw. Now I'm using this tulip fabric puffy paint, or I guess it's fabric paint, but I like to call it puffy paint. These I actually picked up at the Dollar Tree. They don't have these anymore, but you can get them at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, but they are around like $5. So if you can find the smaller ones, if you're not going to use a ton, check your Dollar Tree. But obviously I'm just making some faux whipped cream here, and I just think this always just does it. Even though it doesn't dry like this, it dries a little more flat. It's still really fun and cute to use. Of course, we're adding some fake sprinkles. I've used these in plenty of videos lately, but I will not use these until they are completely gone. It's just kind of how I am. Like if I'm going to buy something, I probably won't use it next year, so I have to go ahead and use it now. And I'm using some embellishments. That little peppermint was from Hobby Lobby, and of course this cute little candy cane is an ornament from Hobby Lobby as well. I wanted to use some gingerbreads, and you're going to see here that little gingerbread girl right there, she is not there in the end. I had a cat, I don't know which one because I did not see paint on him. They ran through this, ruined it, and I had to redo it later on, so it is just a little bit different. You can't tell. I try to make it the same, but I mean, that's why there is whipped cream on the side of the handle. I just left it because it's just going to remind me to shut my craft room door because I have cats. Then I just used my Cricut for this, and I typed in gingerbread latte, and this was the first one to pop up. So if you guys want to check that out, it's in Cricut Design Space. But that is it for these two. I love these. I recently did a video a few weeks ago possibly where I did some like faux whipped cream toppers. They were so fun to use, but this one is another, if you don't want to spend all the money and use caulk and things like that, this is perfect. So if you find these in the fall time, or right now they still have fall at Dollar Tree, you should probably grab them or you'll never find them again. This project, I'm using some air dried clay. I found it on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I also have my girl Presley. She wanted to make some fun little crafts with air dried clay too. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to buy this. I don't love air dried clay. I think it feels gross. I don't like it, but the aftermath of like what everything looks like when it's done, it was totally worth like every cringy second of using this. And some people like this. There's just certain things I just don't like touching. There's Lucky again, and he kept kind of getting in the way. He doesn't know any better yet. But yeah, so I just made a ton of little Christmas trees. I made some gingerbread men. And then once these were dry, of course, I had to paint them. I let them dry for about 2 days. It said like 24 to 48 hours, so I gave them that 48 hours. I'm using that color hazelnut. It is hazelnut. I did go back and look. Hazelnut. And I'm painting all the gingerbread men the exact same color. And now I'm just using that fabric puff paint. This is the one that is from Dollar Tree. And like maybe it's not at every Dollar Tree. Mine just had like a tiny little bin of them, but this is the one I'm using. I like the tips on these. These are like a very fine tip. So it was a little bit easier to decorate these guys. I'm not the best like decorator or like cookie decorator. I know these aren't real cookies, but Anyways, I'm not like the best at this, so this like tiny little tip did help quite a bit. And I made these all the same. I just kind of changed up the buttons a little bit. You could add some ties or like bow ties if you wanted to. You could probably add like some little, like a dress or something. I just ended up using like the green and the red and the white puff paint to make some cute little buttons on them. And I think these ones are absolutely adorable. I think they turned out really good. For the trees, I did paint them white, and now I wanted to decorate them to make them look like the Debbie Cake Christmas trees. So I did a few of them. Some I did not like, so I probably did not show in this video. Like some of them, I think I added like too many lines, and some of them like sometimes the puff paint wasn't coming out the way I wanted to, so it was making like big splotches. But overall, I think these turned out so cute. Although I know that these aren't like green sprinkles, it's just fabric paint, but these were so fun to make. And if you want to give them a try, totally do. They are the cutest little things. So just some air dry clay, cookie cutter, wait 2 days, paint them white. Add some puff paint to them. You don't even have to add puff paint. You could probably just use an acrylic marker of some sort, whatever you choose. But I think these are some of the cutest little things I've made. I'm using this sign. It was $1.74 from Hobby Lobby, and I did just go ahead and sand it down. Once it was sanded down, I am, of course, using that Crimson by Waverly chalk paint. I think this is, I just love this red, and my paint was almost gone, so that's why I was kind of like holding it. I'm almost out of like all of my paint, so I've got to get to the store, remember to buy paint. I love these little Gingerbread Man and Gingerbread Girl. These are from Dollar General this year, and they were $3 and you get 3 of them, so technically $1 a piece, but they didn't sell them separately. But I'm like, I have got to have these, and what I don't use, I will hang on my Christmas tree, because we are going to be, now that we have 3 kittens, we will not be adding very many ornaments to our tree this year. And then now I'm just embellishing them with these cute little lollipops. These are from Hobby Lobby, and I think we got like 6 or 8 of these, but I want them to like match each other, so that's why I put the blue one on the little boy, the red one on the little girl. Now, of course, using my Cricut once again, and I am having honestly a great time using my Cricut. I don't use it as much as I would want to, but now since I feel like it just kind of makes everything look a lot nicer, I 100% love my Cricut. And if you don't have a Cricut, don't worry. You can always use stencils of some sort. Amazon has a million different stencils to choose from, and they're not really that expensive. I am just not a stencil person. If it's Chocolate Tour, 100%, I love it, but not a regular stencil. I'm just not good at those. And once again, we're using that puff paint. I used up both of these bottles of puff paint, and honestly, it's just goals right now is to use up a ton of stuff. I have like a ton of things from my Christmas boxes from last year I didn't use, so I have all the intention on using things probably from last year, but the stores just don't seem to get anything super new in, so you'll probably be able to find any of those items. But yeah, adding some sprinkles, some puff paint. I think this sign is the cutest. I just love gingerbread. I don't know what it is this year. I normally am not a huge gingerbread fan, but this year, like 100%. That is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, I would love if you consider sticking around and subscribing. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!